Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Check it out. I'm gonna start it just like this. Forget the mistake. Remember the lesson. That's how I'm gonna kick it off. I was asked, sister got on there and asked me, what's the jewels for the day? Told her I ain't got no jewels for the day. I ain't been feeling no energy. She said, I got one for you. I said, what is it? She said, karma. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one because I speak on karma and I go more in depth on it because people only speak on the little things with it. So let's address karma. Karma derives is Sanskrit. That's where it comes from. It's a Sanskrit word that means action. That's number one. Most people know it goes by the law of cause and effect. However, the law of cause and effect is not punishment like everybody think. See, that's the thing. They go cause and effect. You reap what you sow. Karma is not punishment. That's not what it is. It's solely for the sake of education and learning. So let's get out of karma is for punishment. As you sow, you shall reap. I mean, those are just small things. But it also goes with good things, great things as well. Whatever you put out into the universe, is what comes back. That don't also always mean bad. Education, learning. So let's stop with the it's a bad. You got to also know that life doesn't just happen. It requires our participation. Whatever happens around us gives us clues to our inner state. You gotta tap in to what's going on to understand what's taking place with you in your life. You can't change something if you refuse to accept it. That's also in karma. I mean, how you gonna change it if you refuse to accept it? You can't. We gotta focus on the higher and not to lower when dealing with things. Wherever you go, you gotta remember, there you are, and that's where you was meant to be. This is also karma. That's the law of growth. So the part when I said you can't change something if you refuse to accept it, that's the law of humility. Life doesn't happen. It requires our participation. That's the law of creation. I'm trying to remember all these. It's the law of responsibility. It goes like whenever there's something wrong in your life, there's something wrong with inside of you. We mirror. We have a tendency to mirror our surroundings. That's a universal truth. That's a law of responsibility. Another is a law of connection. Even if something does not seem inconsequential, it is very, very important that it gets done. Because good or bad, each step leads to the next step. You get what I'm saying? You gotta do the initial work to get it done. And when I'm pausing, I'm trying to reflect on all these, which brings me to the law of focus. How does the law of focus go? You cannot think of two things at the same time. Like right now, see how it's one is forsaking me because That's the law of focus. Because when you focus high, it is impossible for your lower to start coming in. So you got all these high thoughts, all these things coming at you. You got to keep focused on one thing. You'll overwhelm yourself. The law of giving and hospitality. Well, if you believe something to be true, then you stand strong on that. I can't remember all of them, but I think I done touched on a lot that people haven't even knew had to do with karma. The law of change. The law of change. That's history repeats itself until we learn the lesson. That's a great one. You ever been through something, you keep going through it and you keep going through it? That's because you didn't get the lesson. You didn't get the lesson. That's why you keep going through it. You didn't get the lesson. That's the law of change. You're going to keep going through that until you get the lesson. I think it's about 12 of them we're dealing with karma. But I can't remember all of them. I just wanted to tap on some of them. And I know them. I can act them out because I live them daily. But I can't remember them word for word for word. I mean, that's just like a person spitting the Gettysburg Address. So what? You know how to spit the Gettysburg Address? I don't mean nothing. So what? I live it daily. And I wanted to share another part of it that people just don't speak on. And I think I did that with these words. And I think I'm going to end it with just like I beginning it. Forget the mistakes. Remember the lesson. Karma is not punishment. It's educating and learning. Got any more questions, suggestions, or complaints? Hit me at Fitted Snapback Thought 70 on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or type in davidmerrittjr.com. Get back with you. Blessings.